Good evening, my dear friends. I'm joined tonight by my two lovely friends, Cheryl and Laura, plus all of the other beings who might come in to chat with us tonight. I want you to know that how grateful I am to be here tonight. I apologize for not having anything to post for the last 2 weeks. I will share with you at this point that I have been through what I might call the dark night of the soul, in that I needed to go very deeply into fear because I was facing serious illness and hospitalization by a very dear, close family member. And while I am very sure of myself in my lack of fear of many, many things, almost everything, but I found out it was not everything. I experienced the deep emotional 3D of being a human and not wanting to let go of the physicality of a cherished family member. And frankly, I do not know whether the feelings were all mine or whether they were shared and I was picking them up from my family members, because we, many of us were in the depths of this. I am processing the fear. I'm grateful not to be in that depths. And I'm happy to report that my family member, although she has more to go, she is no longer in danger. And therefore I can rest a little bit. Um, I am a mother and a grandmother and a human, and I proved that to myself so deeply in these last 2 weeks. I had help from many beings, um, two in particular, one particular night that was the worst, and one was a Sasquatch shaman, and the other one was a reptilian being who is a female and also a healer. But I had many other beings around, many beings, and I never felt alone, except that I did feel I had to face this fear that was coming from me, that was my experience. So I hope that I have grown. I know that my dear relative has had some very deep spiritual experiences because she has shared them with me. I was too raw to know what I was experiencing. And in my mediumship, I have found that many times people who have lost someone, their emotions are so raw, and appropriately so, that they are not able to tap in and to feel them around, even though they are around. So we just all have to be very gentle with ourselves in all of these different times. Because while I was in my own personal fear, there are many on this planet who are experiencing fear that is within the collective fear of uncertainty, fear of being left alone, of not wanting to do what not knowing what to do. One of the things that I have realized about myself personally, I heard someone else say this, and it really described how I feel in my metaphysical personage, is that I am in the mush of the chrysalis. I know I'm changing, I know I'm growing, I know I'm transforming. I have no idea how I will put myself back together. And that is separate from the experience that I've had these last 2 weeks, except that it's not separate. Nothing is separate. So, I want you to know that I'm happy to be back. I don't know exactly what to expect tonight. I know that I have beings around me. I've had some experiences, in the last 24 hours, as a matter of fact, that, convince me that I'm still who I am, no matter how raw and frightened and, human I have felt. Um, I'm still that person who loves everyone, that person who wants to connect and bring messages forward that are helpful to those of us who are having this human experience. So with that, I'm going to say a little prayer, and then I'm sure that light language will come in, and I trust that there are messages that will be helpful to you all. Thank you, whoever finds this, whoever joins me. I love you and I appreciate everything. Whoever does not find me, I hope that energetically they are supported by whatever message is coming through. So here's my little bit of prayer. My dearest source creator, thank you for the experiences of the last 2 weeks. I know that I personally will grow, and in that growth, I will share whatever I learn with whomever is meant to experience it. I invite those aspects of love who are ready to join us tonight and impart whatever wisdom and support they believe is going to be helpful for us. Thank you for being here. Um, uh, thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you and sending love. So siana mashike te atabasata a ta ayata aliana yata ta ashake te shiana ayata ba ata ayabata a ha a he te eke tiana ta niana ha ayata ayata pake sana he apashete tiana pekete ata ata yamana ke haliana siana makete tiana Tata Tete Eniwandika. Mm. Greetings, dear friends. Greetings, dear people who are with us in this moment and then the next this moment. We are here to be helpful and supportive to all. So those who are here in physicality, we welcome you. those who will be here in physicality, we welcome you. Those who are not here and won't ever physically know that they have experienced this, we welcome you. We support you all. We are looking upon the humanity that is on your physical planet of Earth, and we are seeing the chaos. And while there is fear, while there is chaos, there is also a growing rumbling and a rippling forth of love. There is an urgency for things to change. There is an energy of exhaustion from the chaos. Yes, we see that you are just longing for the change to get on with it. We will let you know that it is not tomorrow in your time, but we will also assure you that you have everything you need as to weather this stormy time. And while it is reaching very soon its crescendo, it will also, as it peaks, it will have a few peaks, but they will gradually decrease and they will slow down. And in the next 6 months, life will change. We hesitate to say that time frame because it will be gradual, but you will begin to notice, you will begin to see within the next time frame of a half a year, you will see more love. We ask you to notice it. We ask you to concentrate on the fact that love is growing rather than the clickety clack and the loudness of all of those who are rattling, uh, uh, to be heard, those that are getting louder but fewer. So just know that your earth is being loved by the galactic universe, by other dimensional universes, by many humans who are hanging in there, let us say. We ask that you who know, and you know who you are, to really hang on and redouble your efforts to generate your own love, to send out your own love, never forgetting to love yourself. This is fast. This is the fastest way to achieve the transformation that you want, that you came here for, that you volunteered for, that you have open eyes to see. And we commend you for all of your efforts. We love you. We support you. We remind you to ask anything, dear ones, anything, ask. We will do everything we can, along with all the other beings who are loving you and supporting you. We will give you a bit more reminder of our love in the form of our language. Remember that this is an energetic signature, an energetic message for you to receive within your heart, for you to know that We are connected by the energies. We are all one. We all have different jobs, and not everybody's job looks loving at this moment, but the essence is of love. The goal is transformation. Thank you for listening. We will open it up for questions. If anyone has a question of the people who are with us at this moment. And if anyone has a question that they can implant into our channel's mind, we will experiment with that. If there is a question, please ask it now.
I have a question.
Thank you.
While we do see and focus on the saber rattling and whatnot, I want to ask about, in the current reality that we're existing in, what is exciting and joyful? What are the new developments that are occurring for us and that we can be focusing on?
There are more and more experiences of individuals. There are some curious events. For instance, there's comets and objects that are very interesting. And if you can observe and understand those things to the extent that you can, there are sources that will give you all sorts of different ideas of what's going on, but you do have that ability to discern, is this a reliable source? Remembering always that those people who are studying even the highest of scientific minds are human, and they're observing and they're wondering what's happening. What are the earth changes? Why do we have these particular earth events? Why do storms seem to be stronger? Why do we have earthquakes and just different things? So from a standpoint, study all the things that are happening in your reality that seem a little bit off from your reality, if you will, and pay attention to the things that happen around you. Especially pay attention and look for those signs of someone being genteel and kind. So do not look and react to those things that are that we'll call it saber rattling, those things that are unkind, those things that irritate you. Certainly, if those things irritate you, ask yourself, what am I learning? But don't focus on those things. Instead, focus on the person that was standing next to the irritant and doing just gentle, kind things. Focus on the things that are lovely and beautiful, the trees, the air, the crispness of the air. Those are exciting times. And You might try sometimes softening your focus and looking into the space between. So if there's a tree in the distance, soften your focus and look to see if you see anything in the space between, because
Mm.
there is stuff that you don't notice because you're focusing on that tree. So do those things, but pay attention to the things that seem exciting to you, like the unusual things, because there's plenty of good to watch. And just don't even pay attention to the saber rattling. Although send your heart out to those who had volunteered to be the contrast for you. Send your love to those who are beginning to lose their grip on the power. Send your love to those people who will suffer as certain systems might collapse, or hardships might come because of the saber rattling, if you will, because in your patience, as you go through those things, you can observe, but always remember in every moment, are you safe? Are you okay? Are you trusting that whatever hardship you might be granted, trust that it is for your benefit as a learning tool or as something meant for you to observe, and trust that you're okay. And remember, in this particular moment, that is the moment that you have. The last moment is gone. The following moment has not happened yet. So are you safe? Can you find something to be grateful for, to be excited about, to enjoy in this moment? We are betting that you can. Was that helpful to you?
Yes, it was. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question. We have observed that someone, because the image was planted in our channel's brain, someone has asked, someone who will watch maybe later, who was coming in for that light language. And we were given the image of a blue avian. So that answers that question that has not even yet been asked. Thank you. Thank you for the question. Is there another question?
Your comment brought to mind something, a small thing that happened today. I was looking at the clouds, and I play the game of looking for shapes in the clouds, and what I realized was there was a heart shape not in the clouds, but between the clouds. The clouds were the frame of the heart. And I had my phone in my hands and quickly turned to the camera app. But by the time I did that, what, in less than a second, it had already shifted and I missed the photo. But
No, you
it
didn't,
it
because
was there.
it is in your brain.
Yeah.
You are still enjoying that experience.
Yeah. I took a picture. That's the picture behind me. And but the heart is a little bit gone, so but I kept it so I would remember it.
These are the things, the small things to notice, to
Mhm.
feel, to enjoy. It was in that moment. And the fact that shape dissipated before you could take a picture reinforces the fact that in the moment, that is when you can grab on to the enjoyment, the joy, the love. And what a wonderful symbol of love coming into you and for you in that clouds. I would be willing to bet that you will focus even a little bit more on finding those images in the clouds. And
Thank you.
don't be surprised if you someday see a cloud that has something behind it that you feel is there, but you can't exactly see it because we will be waving at you.
I like that. Thank you very much.
Wave back, you know,
Okay.
as you talk to trees, as you talk to flowers, as you talk to your beautiful companion. Talk to everything because everything is alive. The air you breathe is alive. The rain that falls on you has its own consciousness. Is there another question?
I think I'm done today. Thank you.
We are so joyful to be joining you again in this time. We send our love and support to all who are experiencing their own personal um, uh, challenges, we will say, or experiences that they would not choose, but it is all experience. We are going to take a few seconds to see if there is any other question that is arising in the mind of a future participant. We heard someone ask, help me find my joy. And that we will do at that time. Thank you for being here. We will give you some joyful, joy-filled light language for your hearts. Tiana mahiti eliana makete sikiti yadapate. Ha eniana tiana makete.